Hello, my name is Bob Willis and welcome to the Robotic Soldering Experience and defect of the week. Well, not this week. Basically this week what I wanted to illustrate is satisfactory solder joints, perfect solder joints, produced with robotic soldering systems. Again, like any soldering operation, the steps need to be gone through. We go through a soldering operation through good setup, good use of materials, and we can illustrate examples of satisfactory solder joints using a robotic system. Here we show examples of X-ray. So we can use X-ray to detect correct hole fill and topside fillets on solder joints. And this is sometimes necessary on connectors. Now, it's possible to see also voids in solder joints if we use X-ray inspection. There's not necessarily a requirement for it in terms of through hole fill, however, we can do it. The number one reason for seeing voids in solder joints, in the bulk of the solder joint, is outgassing from the printed circuit board. And again, we can test for this independently. So when we look at satisfactory solder joints, we're obviously referencing IPC. IPC 610 is the standard most widely used throughout the industry. There are of course different levels, level 1, level 2 and level 3. But basically the majority of people look to achieve a minimum hole fill of 75%. But when you're actually doing inspection, most people look for more than that because it's easier to do. Using optical inspection, it's quite difficult to determine 75% fill. However, if you see evidence of solder fillet on the top side of the board from a hand soldering operation, then that's perfectly satisfactory and meets the minimum requirements of the standard. So with robotic soldering, again, we're doing everything we're doing manually, and if we do that correctly and program the system correctly, maintain it, and don't try and go too fast, then we should be able to experience satisfactory solder joints, as illustrated in these examples.